Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for watching. So today is testing basics of linen dresses. As always, I've got 5 here from high street to high end, varying lengths, varying percentages of linen. I just went with dresses that were described online or in store on the label as a linen dress. So there is a varying percentage of linen in them. There's one that's probably dry clean, but all the others I'll wash as well in this and let you know how they get on in the wash. So if you can hear a bit of background noise, I have the window open and it's just simply too hot to shut it. I don't think I'd make it through the end of this video if I went and shut that window. But yeah, starting with the most affordable one, we have TOPSHOP. This was £29. I have it in a UK size 8 and it is 55% linen and 45% viscose. And this is it. It's like a light pink short dress with tortoiseshell buttons down the front, something that you're seeing a lot at the moment, definitely on the high street. It has a v-neck, nice thick straps, to say they're kind of like a spaghetti style, but they're not adjustable. I think I would say it fits true to size. It's quite loose fitting and it just gape a little bit, pulls a tiny bit over my boobs, but the rest fits perfect elsewhere. I'm sort of happy with how it looks still. What else? I just think it's quite a good dress for £29. Obviously linen, these have all been worn. Linen does crease relatively badly, which is why I know a lot of people sometimes don't like to wear it. But I don't mind how it looks creased. You guys know I hate ironing anyway, so I'm fine with a bit of creases in clothes. So yeah, that was TOPSHOP, £29. One up from there we have Warehouse. This was £46. I have it in the UK 6 just because they didn't have an 8 in the shop, and it actually fits really well. So I recommend, it has like an elasticated back, which is why I think it fits fine, so you could go a size down or your normal size. I imagine the 8 would have looked just as good too. This is only 9% linen and 91% viscose, but they still describe it as a linen dress. It's a midi length with a black and kind of beige stripe through it, again with tortoiseshell buttons, 2 big pockets. The good thing about midi dresses with the buttons is that you can undo them to like a length that you find more flattering, so you get more movement in it when you're walking as well. This one has really skinny straps, but they're adjustable, which I really like. It's partly also why it feels like it fits really nicely too. And the elasticated back is good for like accommodating different boob sizes too. So yeah, I really like this one aesthetically, and personally I probably prefer a mini dress on me, but this style's really popular at the moment, and for good reason. It does look lovely. So that was Warehouse at £46. Taking a small jump up from there to £49 is Urban Outfitters. This is in a size small and typically has sold out in the white, but is still available in 2 other colours online, and definitely check in store. Didn't have here we go, let's me look in the label. This one is 51% viscose and 49% linen, and I really like this dress. It kind of is a massive rip-off of the Isabel Marant one, which is available at the moment, but it is a white dress with sleeves and a frilly sleeve and a frilly hem and a really big tie around the waist. It's really flattering. It's quite short. It is lined, so this is the warmest of all of them. The other 2 are not lined at all, so when it's 30 degrees and too hot to even shut a window in your house, obviously this does feel a tad warmer. I've had this in a size small and it fits really well, really true to size. I would go for your normal size, and because it's got the tie waist, obviously it's going to be like a little bit adjustable to make it flattering for you. You can also tie it and then pull a bit of fabric up above it if you wanted it to be shorter, if you were shorter than I am. That's the option too, which I think is very good. So that was £49, Urban Outfitters. A bit of a jump up from there now, going for STAUD, which I think that's how you say it. I got this off Matches Fashion. It's £158. I have it in a size small and it has 55% linen and 45% rayon. It is just a black slip dress with this raffia hem. It's like proper raffia. Can you hear it? Can you see it? Definitely can hear it, I think. It is a really thick linen texture. Of all the ones so far, this is the one that you feel, and it really feels like linen, despite this having the same linen percentage as the TOPSHOP one. It feels more linen-y. Again, it just has really thin straps which are adjustable too. It comes up to a really good length. It's not too short. I feel like it looks teeny tiny here, but it doesn't feel too short at all. It's so simple, so minimal. It's kind of pricey for something so simple and minimal, but has a really nice fit to it, and I really do like this detail here. Although one thing I have just noticed is that it's not finished that nicely. Can you see? There. like the end of it isn't. I feel like if I gave that a good tug, I could really rip that off actually. I hadn't noticed that yesterday. So that's a bit of a shame for that one. But yeah, that was STAUD. That's really annoyed me actually. Anyway, that was STAUD, £158. And then for the top one, we have It brand at the moment, JACQUEMUS. Now this was in the sale, so I got this for $397, which at the moment is about £300. I have a size 36, or do I have a size 38? I haven't worn this one yet. I have a size 38, and this is 100% linen. This is a much more of an evening linen one. Now it's still available online on the JACQUEMUS website, but I thought it would be kind of good to review them anyway because they're such a popular brand at the moment. As always, it's very, very, very sexy, like all of his designs really are, and it's that really flattering to the female form, which is why I really like it. There's this amazing burnt orange colour. It has a lot of structure in it, and then this strap, which very complicatedly kind of like goes over like this, and you have no hope doing it up yourself. So this is a two-man job getting the dress on, and yeah, as you can see, even from me holding it up, it has a lot more structure in it. It's the thickest of all of the dresses. It feels very, very, very thick, and I think also you can tell by the way that the ruches are holding. It really is heavily structured. I'm so sorry. Okay, that bust is gone. I'm sorry about that. So yeah, I think you can tell by the way the ruffles are holding that it really is quite heavily structured. The colour I really, really like. I would say it fits, so I've gone one size up and it definitely fits better for that over the boobs for me, but it does kind of sit off the boobs a little bit as well. It's not the most comfortable dress, I will say, just from having tried it on, but I kind of liked it because it was much more of an evening option for a linen dress, which is normally considered such a daytime fabric, probably for the fact it kind of creases, so you end up feeling a little bit scruffy towards the end of the day. But yeah, I really, really, really like this. But also it was very expensive and also not the most comfortable. I don't know, it kind of feels really special on first impressions. Whether or not it's actually going to feel like it's worth the money, we'll have to wait until the end to see. Oh my god, the buses. So yes, now over the next week I'm going to wear these every single day, show you how I'm styling them. As I said, I'll wash the ones that I don't recommend to be dry cleaned at the end of the video as well, and then share final thoughts. Hey guys, I have on the Urban Outfitters dress today. I absolutely love this dress. I wore it last night on a night out, but then forgot to film when I got back in because I was a bit drunk. So I'll insert a photo of what I wore it with last night. I just put on my Tibby strappy heels. Instead I'm just wearing it with my Attico slides, and also I wore my Celine sunglasses. I have my hair off my face today, which is a bit different for me as well, and just some gold jewellery that's got all tucked in. This dress is so comfortable. It is lined, so it's quite hot. It's about 30 degrees again today, I think. So it is quite warm. So maybe on holidays it'd be more of an evening piece than day if you were like going somewhere mega hot. It obviously is a bit crinkled because I wore it last night, didn't iron it today, shop horror. But I just think it's so flattering and it's quite girly and cutesy, but looks really nice. I love the sleeves, it's really different for me. Love the neckline, it feels nice and expensive, it's very soft. I absolutely love it. I just really, really like this dress. So far, chuffed. The others have got a lot to beat with this one because I just feel really nice in it too. Hey guys, had on the TOPSHOP one today. I really, really, really like it. It's been really nice and lightweight to wear. Really like cool and breezy. I think the length of it's really nice. It gates a tiny bit over the boobs for me when I'm sat down, but I think it looks fine when I'm stood up, just like this, but you can kind of see a little bit there, but nothing too bad. I just think I'm still most comfortable in this size rather than having gone a size up. I just had it on with my new Dear Francis slides, and I took my Gucci bag out. It's another super hot day, so this kind of dress has been perfect for the weather. And yeah, I think how they look, I prefer the Urban Outfitters one. How they feel, I'd say super similar. Like I said, the Urban Outfitters one is lined, so it does make it feel a bit more luxurious. But then for this weather and for the purpose of this dress, it's actually better. Like this one being not lined and just as minimal amount of fabric as possible. But yeah, I really, really, really like it. I'm going to end up wearing this so much, I bet. And the colour, I love the colour. Hey guys, I put on the warehouse one today. Just make that angle a little bit nicer. It's been so sticky today and hot. But Oh my god, my phone won't stop. But yeah, I really, really like this dress. I think I preferred the previous two, but I think that's mostly just because aesthetically on me, I prefer a mini dress as opposed to a midi one. But if you're in the market for a midi one, I would very much recommend this one. It's been really comfortable. Love the fact it has pockets, obviously. I think it's looked really chic and the buttons on it are really nice. This size fits me really well. I like the fact it's got adjustable straps. The Topshop ones did fall down a little bit at times, whereas this one does fit better there. The quality feels lovely. It's been really light and cool. As I said, it's been roasting today, so it's been put to the test for that. Just had it on my black Topshop slides. Really, really, really simple. But yeah, the colours I love. I really like it. Just aesthetically, the Urban Outfitters and the Topshop ones are my preference. I think this is a really good dress. Hey guys, I've had a STAUD dress today, just with my Supergos, which are done because I started to take them off and then I realised I need to film them. So that you can even see them there. Yeah, this has been really comfortable and nice to wear. Don't think it's worth the price tag though. This bit hasn't come loose, the bit that I was talking about, but it's kind of been bugging me. But yeah, no, it's been really comfortable to wear, but just nothing special. Like, I actually think I prefer the fit of the Topshop one. Definitely prefer how the Urban Outfitters one looks. Probably prefer how this one looks to the warehouse one, but as I said, I think that's because I just prefer shorts and things on me. So that's more of a very personal preference. And I really like how this looks, and I will wear it a lot because it's so easy to wear in this hot weather and when it's holiday time, because it's such a throw-on piece. And you can like wear it size, flip-flops, whatever, dress it with heels for the evening. It's really wearable, but I think that you can get dresses that are equally as wearable, like the Topshop one, for a significantly lower price tag. The fabric of this does feel nicer than the Topshop one. I'm sort of comparing it closer to that just because they're similar length. But not, again, just not worth the price difference, I don't think. So yeah, I would say that if you really liked this dress, then get it, and I think you'd wear it and feel nice in it, and I do really like it. But if you were torn between this and the Topshop one, I would recommend the Topshop one over it, or just finding something that's this sort of cut on the high street probably. So yeah, that was this one. Hey guys, I have on the JACQUEMUS one today. It actually was out last night and it's the morning after now because I was too tired when I got in to film it. That's a vase. I just have it on with my Vans, old school, so it's like a mix of something casual and something really dressy. This would look amazing like for a cocktail party with heels, but I was just at the pub last night, so this was already a bit overdressed for the pub. But yeah, I can't show you it properly because I actually, like this, it's physically impossible to do this up on your own because it goes round your shoulder like this, and then there's a button just here. But it's like a button and you have to thread it through the loop. So it's literally impossible to put this on properly on your own, which is obviously an issue if you live on your own like I do, because there is no, like I've probably spent a good 15 minutes trying and it's too hot for that today. So that's definitely a downside. I absolutely love how this looks. Like, it's giving me curves where I don't have curves. It really cinches your hips in. So flattering. It is a lot dressier than the others, as I just said, so more of an evening outfit. But for evenings, like, it couldn't make you feel any better. For me, it is kind of gaping off the top of my chest a little bit, but not like, I wouldn't flash anyone or anything, and it doesn't feel like it's going to fall down because it's really well structured here. So it's held here despite having some extra space just there. I think a size down would have squashed my boobs though, so I still think this is the best size. I still think if you've got big boobs or biggish boobs, go one size up in this. Yeah, I do think it is worth the money because it feels so special and looks so special, and I can't imagine finding something that looks like this and just the way the material is for a high street price. However, not being able to put it on by yourself is a bit annoying, and it definitely isn't as versatile and wearable as some of the others. Like, I love how it looks with the Vans, but even just going to the pub in this just still feel a little bit overdressed. But I just now really want like a really good evening event I can wear it to because it'd be perfect for something like that. Hello everybody. So everything has been washed apart from the JACQUEMUS and the STAUD one because they both say dry clean only. And if I'm honest, I'd probably be a bit gross and get one more wear out of each of them before I went to the dry cleaners with them, even though that's a tad disgusting. So in last place, it's going to be the STAUD one. To say it's hefty price tag of £158, was it? It's just not worth that much money. Now, I like it, don't get me wrong, and I will wear it a lot, but I think I could have bought a similar. The reason I'll wear it a lot is because the style is so simple, therefore it's so easy to wear when it's so hot. And I don't know about you, but the hotter it gets, the less I can be bothered with what I'm wearing, because it is just so desperately uncomfortable the whole time. So this style of dress is perfect for that, so perfect for holidays as well. But you definitely don't need to go and spend as much to find something like that. I could have so got something on the high street of a similar style that I would have loved to wear for just the same reasons. So this one's going to go in last place. I do like the raffia detailing. It's a nice detail, but again, it's just not worth £150 for that. The fabric is lovely. Yeah, at the end of the day, I just don't think it's worth the money, despite how much I did enjoy wearing it and like how it looks. There are others here that I enjoy wearing even more. In fourth place, I'm sort of torn between the warehouse one and the JACQUEMUS one here for two different reasons. I'm gonna have to put the JACQUEMUS one in fourth place. Again, this is just partly because of the hefty price tag on it. And the other ones that, you know, this is up against a £30 TOPSHOP dress that I love, and this was £300. So when you sort of compare those two price tags, it becomes harder to justify spending so much on a linen dress. One note I would make is that when wearing them, and I've worn them all in really similar temperatures as well, obviously linen is great for when it's really hot. I haven't really noticed much of a difference in how cool or hot I felt regarding the percentages of linen in each of them. This is 100% linen and is the thickest, so kind of doesn't count, and I wore this one in an evening. The others I've worn through the day, and I would say only the Urban Outfitters one was one that felt like it was hotter, but I think that's because it's lined, not because of the percentage of linen. So I don't really have any comments or remarks on the difference the percentage of linen made in them. And that was just a slight side note. This dress I absolutely love, and I would just generally say, like, if you are swooning over the JACQUEMUS dresses, they are special for a reason. They make you feel amazing. The way they're designed is so flattering, and the whole aesthetic of that brand at the moment I think is incredible, and I'm really enjoying it and finding a lot of inspiration in what he's doing. So they're expensive, but they're kind of one of those things, if you want an amazing cocktail dress, then 100% go to JACQUEMUS for it. I don't think you'd regret it. But to say that this is comparing them to much cheaper ones, there isn't a ton of difference between this and the others. There is in terms of the style is so different, but I actually think this is less wearable. Obviously it's more of an evening one, so again it's hard to compare. The fact you can't put it on yourself, I've been living on my own for about a year now, and I've really perfected putting on most clothes by your own. There's like no zip that I can't reach, no button I can't make work. This is impossible to do on your own, literally impossible. So that's definitely a downside. Like if I was out meeting someone in this, I'd have to go with this tucked in, then when I got there ask a friend to do it up for me, which is obviously a bit of a ball ache. So that's a negative, and even though it's in fourth place, I absolutely love this dress. I just think it's a kind of different sort of investment, and I'm glad I've reviewed JACQUEMUS dresses generally and as a brand, because I know it's such an it brand, and I do recommend. But if you're on the linen dress hunt, maybe this isn't the one. So the next three are ones that I've washed. As you can see, this one has just come out of the wash and needs to dry, but there's been no change with any of them, which I didn't really expect. I always find that linen washes really well. I'm going to put the warehouse one next, and as I kept saying, this smells amazing. As I kept saying, I think this is more of like a personal style thing of just, I prefer shorter hemlines on me. Just like how they look a little bit more. But this style of dress is super popular at the moment, and if you're after ones like this, I think this is a really good dress for a really good price. It fits really nicely. I know I went a size down in it, but that was only because they didn't have my normal size, and I think an 8 would have fit just as well as the 6. The stretching at the back sort of does make it, obviously not one size fits all, but I feel like each 2 sizes would work well for 2 different sizes. So it's, unless you have massive boobs, I would maybe say would be the only thing. But the 6 was perfect for me. It feels like a really good quality. I like the fact the straps are adjustable, and really like the colour of it and everything. It's just like a personal thing of that. I think I just prefer something shorter for how it looks. So that's in third place. Now, I'm super torn between these two, because in terms of how they look, I like them both equally. And as I keep saying, the Urban Outfitters one is a lot warmer because it's got the lining on it. This, I would go and buy this in different colours. It's got it in an orange and I really want the orange. I wouldn't buy this in another colour. So I guess that says a lot about this one, which is okay, I'm going to put this one in first place. So let's talk about the Topshop one next. The only thing I don't like about the Topshop one is the fact the straps aren't adjustable, so they do fall down a little bit. Everything else about it I absolutely love. It is so easy to wear, even easier to wear than the STAUD one. I think it looks amazing. Oh my goodness, the camera's just broken a little bit. The STAUD one definitely doesn't crease as much. Maybe that's a difference between the percentages of the fabric, but I think if you're in the market for a linen dress, you're going to expect something to crease, and it just looks like how it looks. It personally doesn't bother me. But this one is probably the creasiest out of them all. But just so easy to wear. The colour of it I really like, the length of it, the buttons look great, it feels amazing, the stitching and the finish of it is amazing. For 30 quid, I think it's such a good dress, and I just wholeheartedly recommend it to you. So that's in second place, and it's only just being trimmed. Oh no, actually, something went wrong with this in the wash. I need to switch those round because, oh gosh, I completely forgot. I don't know if you can see that, the thread, so the belt is only held in by a really tiny thread, and this broke in the wash. So this, like, the Topshop one's getting first place. I'm swapping them around. First place, because I forgot this had happened. If it wasn't for that, this would have won, but obviously if something breaks in the wash, that's not great. And it won't take much to fix that, just a tiny stitch. I said that like I'm a pro, and I'm really not. And you wouldn't even need the ties, you could just still tie the belt around it. But I always think the fact that anything breaks in the wash is never the best sign. But aside, oh, and we've got a bit of a loose thread coming off here as well, actually. So yeah, this is getting second place. But in terms of how it looks, this is to be the winner for me. It has made me want to consider the Isabel Marant one as well, which is what this is basically ripping off. I really want to try it on to go and see if it feels like there's much of a difference in quality in that as well. So if I get a chance to do that, maybe I'll vlog that so that we can see what that looks like in comparison. But honestly, I can't see what it would do to top this because I love how this looks. As I keep saying, it's the hottest one because of the lining. So it's probably one that I'll wear later on into the year, whereas the Topshop one is very, very summery, of course. But I just think this looks really amazing, really expensive. Obviously, there has been some issues with it now. Oh, there's a slight pull on the linen there. So, yeah, maybe this should have got third place. I don't know. The belt thing is annoying. But I'll go on to wear this so much, basically. I know that I will. I've worn it one evening and one day as well, so it works for both day and night, whereas the Topshop and the Warehouse ones is definitely more daytime appropriate than evening, whereas this one maybe gets points of versatility for that. So yes, that was that one. I hope you really enjoyed this, guys. I really enjoyed filming this. I'm so lucky to have such amazing weather throughout, so that just got a really good run of filming them. Let me know what you would like to see next. This heat wave I think is here for a while longer, so we can keep doing really summery things. So as always, suggestions are welcome. Maybe like mini skirts. I'm really into mini skirts at the moment. I would suggest denim shorts, but it's actually too hot to wear denim shorts right now. They just feel so uncomfortable when it's this hot. So yeah, tell me what you think about seeing mini skirt sets, or we could do midi skirts too. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.